All right. Prince 2K Santana.
Yo, what's happening?
Welcome to Recap 100.
Shit, it's an honor to be here. You heard me?
All right. All right. Start from the top, man. Introduce yourself, man. Introduce
Shit.
yourself and what you're about.
Prince 2K Santana, born in 1995. Shit, I feel like I'm one of the best rappers out here. Just ain't got enough attention. You know?
All right. It's something you had always wanted to do, or you kind of picked it up after a certain age?
Shit, man, it's music always been my piece. So the reason I started doing it was because, it's a good way to let off frustration rather than getting into any confrontations with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So, when you say you didn't want to get into confrontations and stuff, growing up, were you in a lot of confrontations and you felt like music was the escape, or was you more to yourself?
I beat it myself, but being out here in Louisiana, especially in the southwest part, got a lot of people that pick. So with people picking, I be trying to avoid it. Sometimes you couldn't. Sometimes I got into fights, but the ones that I could avoid, but they really pissed me off, I'll just go home and do my thing. Write me some little lyrics or shit, just freestyle to myself.
And the lyrics come from the events that occurred, or it just
Some of the events that occurred and just some
future endeavors that you got in mind? Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. So what was the year you decided to take it serious? Like when it snapped in your head to be more serious with it? Like about how old you was or what year? You don't have to say age, but maybe what year?
After I graduated in 2013, but not like right after, but more so towards the ending of that year.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Do you remember who was the first one to put you in the lab? Like really take you serious and see something?
All right. Well, you see, we used to chill by some people that my boy knew. It was his friends, but I met them through him. But after, going over there, record for a little while, but we never dropped anything because my boy was procrastinating a good little bit at the time. So it was like, damn. But then once 2016 rolled around, it was like, I got cool with my boy Marlo. And then once me and Marlo got together and we found somebody to record, we started going there and we stayed the whole 2016 recording with him until he moved. And then we found somebody else.
Yeah, just record all 2016, that's what you said?
All 2016.
So it was enough music to put out multiple mixtapes, albums, whatever, or it was just like something y'all just messing around with?
It was like, anytime I got paid, we was going to the studio. But other times I couldn't make it because I had stuff to pay for. And, there was those broke periods where it take a while to go to the studio, but then sometimes dude was cool enough to where he let us pass and we could just drop whatever. Or sometimes Marlo would get some money and we would go off of his money.
All right. At what point did the show start coming around? Was that still with Marlo, or was that a little after or before? Like, at what point?
What a lot of people don't be knowing is like 2016 towards the tail end, I was getting a good little bit of traction and I was supposed to perform at this show. The only reason that I couldn't was because like the dude who was DJing for that party at the time, he they didn't have no Wi-Fi at the club. At what club was that? Legacy. So
I remember Legacy.
Didn't have no Wi-Fi, so he was like, I had a song, I just did it, and I was gonna put it on my EP, and it was a new song, it was fire. I was like, man, this could be on the radio. And he didn't have no Wi-Fi, I didn't have a flash drive, so it was like no way I could get the song on his computer, which sucks. So I wasn't able to perform that night, because that would have been my first time. So after that, it's like it was about maybe 5 years. It was 5 years till I actually got to perform.
And you started off kind of on the nervous side, or you was all right?
Performing wise, I was nervous about it, but then I had me a couple of shots and I was good after that.
Oh, the drink kind of calm you down.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you ever had any music on the radio before? Like as far as like in your local area around Lafayette, do they play?
That I know of, no, but for people that told me they done heard certain songs I did on the radio, and I don't know how they heard it, and I ain't heard it. But then again, I don't listen to the radio.
So you think they were just saying shit to blow smoke up your ass, or just?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Shit, they probably really heard it, but shit,
Yeah.
I don't know how they would have heard it. But you never know. Shit like that do be happening.
Which one was your most popular song between, like from 2016 to at least like 2022, in between that time period?
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause that's the song everybody like to dance to and jam to.
So.
Because Wolfpack is pretty much the song that can be played on the radio and anywhere else in clubs and shit, and people gonna do their thing, dance to it. It could be popular on TikTok, but you know, just never got the right promotion for it to do, you know, that type of thing.
I mean, I believe. To be honest, I believe a lot of the artists in the Lafayette area don't get proper promotion because everybody is their own promoter. The rapper himself is his own promoter. Each to each his own. You know, so nobody, with all the potential there is for hits in the area, you don't think that, you know, nobody get no real proper push because everybody's their own promoter with no team?
Like, yeah, but then it'd be like, too, if you're in a circle of people who claim that they support you, but then when your music on, they're not really fucking with it. They be wanting to turn it off and go straight jam some other shit. Could be from somebody from
Famous rapper or something.
Yeah, famous rapper or somebody that make that old regular, you know, gangster shoot 'em up type shit music.
Yeah.
And they want to jam that, but they're not gonna jam yours because apparently it don't relate to them and they want you to do shit like that, and I don't do shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I have noticed it in the area. You know, what I'm saying a lot of, you know, the music is not party or violence or something ignorant. Then it's kind of a throwaway. They don't really care for it, like talk about, you know. But I mean, that's not to judge them, and then like it's just one of the things I've observed within that area.
Right.
But I would have thought that what's the other one that you had did? Move back, hit back.
That's Wolfpack.
That's Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Didn't you have another one called Wolfpack too?
There's a clean version, a radio version, and 2 remixes.
Okay, so the one with the promotion with the old man dancing, that's the radio version, or
That's the radio version. That was out for the longest.
okay, you know. So you know, how did you and Marlo end up splitting up? Is it, you know?
So now we still cool till this day. We just
So I'm saying, how did y'all end up on both of y'all solo journeys though? Like, is it just because he moved, or is it because he?
I don't know, like really it's always been solo journeys. We never did all our songs together.
So there was never like an official team.
No, like we came up with a little name for when we would be rapping together. We would call it Unlimited Spitters, but it wasn't really a real thing like established, like that's gonna be our shit and all that. We just do that when we're together. Pretty much like how who that is they be calling that shit. I think Steph Curry and somebody when they be calling themselves the Splash Brothers.
Oh, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not no official shit, that's what they call them when they together. You know, type stuff like that.
So I mean, so who is a part of Wolfpack? If you know, if y'all two together was, you know, say Unlimited Spitters, but your clique is Wolfpack, who's a part of Wolfpack?
Anybody I'm close with. Anybody I'm close with. Any family I'm close with. That's Wolfpack.
That's including the people that rap and people that don't.
Anybody I'm cool with, bro. It don't even have to rap. It could just be anybody
Be a
that's
lawyer.
family. Yeah, like shit.
Your hairdresser, whoever, you know. Okay.
Anybody.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
The music group I had was HMG. It was High Life Music Group. Started that with Shane, but pretty much he really wasn't into like doing the big shit like that at the time. So I just took it over as my whole thing. Started putting the wolf in there, and then, you know, cause I fucked with NWO Wolfpack, so wolves just always been my shit. I always fucked with dogs. And I was like, you know, if I could have anything other than a dog, it would be the closest thing to a dog, and that's the wolves and shit.
So the Wolfpack thing, I heard you mention NWO. So the Wolfpack thing does come from
NWO
the
Wolfpack.
WCW NWO thing.
Yeah,
you know,
that and the fact I
was,
like canines pretty much.
Okay, I used to watch that stuff too though. Like you're talking about the red and black Wolfpack. when Kevin Ashton was, yeah, okay.
So have you ever noticed a lot of my clothes, like these shirts,
Yeah.
certain things is like always some type of red and black majority of the time, and I choose that. I don't even like think about it. It's just some shit that just happened. Like I'll just pick the clothes and it'll just be some shit like that. Just cause I like how it look and just so happen to be having red, black, and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. You know. So with that being said, all right. So that would I would have to assume that you are a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Big wrestling fan who is rocking with wrestling.
It's not as big now, but back then it was like shit. My first favorite wrestlers was Goldberg and RVD.
Okay.
That's the first two, and then
ECW.
it was Chris Jericho,
Yeah, like
and
Jericho.
like Scott Hall and Matt Hardy type, people like that.
So all right. So you got influence from both wrestling and rap. So you got your Scott Halls and your Chris Jerichos and RVDs and everything and Matt Hardys. But on the rap side, who's the influence on that side?
Rap shit. First person was, I say Snoop. Snoop as far as living, but then you got Eazy-E, who died before I was born, like probably 2 months.
Oh,
2 months before I was born.
Gangsta rap.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
It's him, BG Knockout. Then,
Yeah.
later on in life, when I was like in 8th grade, Nipsey came into the picture.
So you was rocking with them, you know what I'm saying?
West Coast type
West
shit.
side, that's the best side.
I swear.
Out there in LA,
To
Compton,
the point
and all
where
that.
when I was rapping, it was like, oh, you sound just like them. And shit like that. Which
But that's a given.
Yeah.
When you start, you're always gonna kind of sound like the one you're influenced by until you start to develop your own sound along the way.
Right.
So that's
Plus the little beats I had too.
a lot of West Coast beats.
Before, yeah.
What you thought about the Dove Shack? Yeah, like them.
About them, shit, I listened to them a lot.
The
Mostly
Dove
that
Shack.
song, what's that song called?
Summertime.
Yeah, that one.
In the LBC.
That's my shit. I listened to the remix with like the solo one and the remix.
Okay.
Shit smooth as hell.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it really was.
I like Booyah Tribe too.
Booyah Tribe. All right. Yeah. All right. So how did you and Vamp officially link up and everything? 'Cause I see y'all started doing music together after a while.
At first it was like, that was the Soundblend thing where I met him there, but didn't really know it was him. But then once Kilo put us together, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ended up meeting him again at the Soundblend thing after that, like for the first time in person, where I knew it was him. And like, he found me and like we had, stayed together around that night. Like we stayed around each other that night. Like the whole time, because that night he was cutting up. That ball was cutting up, the ball was dancing, doing all type of stuff. And I was like, shit, yeah, this shit about to be fun doing this music with him. Because I said, the energy he had, I said, I'm going to be able to fuck with it.
Yeah, I seen some of the stuff. Like I seen a couple of stuff like the Hit Me Up video with the girls. Imagine that video where y'all at the swimming pool and everything. That made me wonder like, what was the work ethics like? The work ethics like as far as you, Vamp, Kilo, Brando. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all have to? Was it more like a easy peasy, or was it like y'all got to get to work? Like how was that?
It started off kind of easier. Like, Kilo would come pick us up on the weekends whenever he would have time. Pick us up, we'll do our thing. Sometimes it would be just me going, do my part. Then Vimp would go do his part. But like once we started being around each other more, it was like,
Chemistry
all right.
build.
Yeah, chemistry build, and we all together in the car doing our thing, like video-wise, like shit, we really had fun with those. You know what I'm saying? Brando, he would do his thing, but he would have also like little personal things he would have to take care of. So a lot of times when we would be doing videos and recording, he wouldn't be there. He would do his like separately. But regardless, the song still came out good. So I mean, either way, shit. Yeah. I'm happy with what we did, what we produced at that time.
Now, I mean, with that being said, the support, like, is the support for it like decent, or you just feel like it could be better, or are you just appreciative of what's, like, for the support, like?
Like, as far as us with the, you're asking about like the shit that we did?
Just like
just
for
in general?
for your music in general, or for the local artists in general.
The support could be better, but I'm happy with what I got because at the same time I could have had nothing
Yeah.
and really just be paying for promotion whenever I would have time. But this is nowadays, you don't never know what promotion is real promotion when you're paying for it. Like some stuff be organic, but sometimes they just throw a whole bunch of fake views on there just so they could take your money.
You think some cats do that anyway? They still pay for those fake views, fake streams, fake whatever.
Yeah,
a lot of bots.
Yeah, because like a lot of them do it just to make it look like something.
They want to look like the big dog.
Where sometimes it helps them out, but that's sometimes. That's not rare.
Bots, I can't see bots helping at all to no
No, it helps them.
No matter what genre you're in.
No, it helps them to like look like they doing some big shit.
And that's the difference, though. That's the real difference, though, because you could look one way, but are you putting in the work? Are you really putting in the work? That's the thing.
That's the thing I be saying. Like, it could be, some people do the fake it till you make it thing and take that shit serious. So it worked for like probably one or two people. But then the other people I see trying to do it, but you see they trying to do it, but they don't have the money to keep on being consistent with it, making their shit look like it's some bigger shit than what it is. So they should be so inconsistent where they go have like 5,000 views, 10,000 views, one video, then the next one is like 70 something. You know what I'm saying?
When I think about fake it till you make it, I think about the cats who be flashing money who ain't theirs, or they might have a chain on or something like that might not be real platinum or whatever. But as far as like Spotify listens and views and stuff, as far as that being bots, the reason why I look at that as a little different is because there's no real people. You're inflating numbers with no real people behind it. If you went and bought a fake chain, you still paid your money for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is not real people. Like as far as Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, that's bots. That's the reason why I look at those two as different. I mean, fake is fake regardless, but I look at it as a little different. But you got now outside of music, there's other endeavors that you'd rather get into, like, you ever thought about culinary or acting or athletics or anything like that?
Shit. I mean, I do other things too besides that. Like, I cook. That's one of my main passions that I do. Want to have me a food truck still. You know what I'm saying? But the way I be trying to do, like, with my passions is kind of let them help each other too. Because I still could, you know what I'm saying, use music while I'm promoting my cooking, like type with the videos, shit like that. If I have the food truck, while we cooking and doing stuff, I got my music blasting out the truck.
So which one would come first, the cooking or the music? Which one is the number one to you?
My music comes first.
And the all cooking day, secondary?
Every day. Yeah, then it's the cooking. Then it's, like I stream on Twitch. Then, it's that. Then there's the other stuff I want to do, mobile detailing, and then, moving companies somewhere down the line. And then, other little shit like that.
All right.
But the music really is the big one, because the music really, it's what I'm passionate about, like, above all else.
Okay.
But at the same time, when it comes to making money, I'm still going to focus on what I know for sure going to bring them dollars in.
All right. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to survive, And we know music can't really, we love it, but it's not something that really bring in income, like, unless you're an artist, like, on the level of a Beyonce, Taylor Swift or something. So,
right.
So I can understand that. Well, I definitely appreciate you sitting down with Recap 100. Prince 2K Santana, y'all. Anybody you want to shout out or anything you want to let them know that you got coming out? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, do your thing.
New album coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's 2K, The Underground Files. But then after that is Bitch, I'm Santana. And that's the real one that's supposed to be my big shit for this year.
Any clothing line, movie roles, you know what I'm saying? Like plate lunches you trying to sell, anything?
Shit, man. Y'all just, continue. You're supporting me. Check out my food page on Instagram. It's Eat Off the Bone. And, it's D-A, not T-H-E or T-H-A, none of that. Oh, is it D-A? No, I lied. It is T-H-A. Tripping. And I'm not even drinking today. But, yeah, it's Eat Off the Bone, T-H-A, the And, you know, shit, like, you know, check out my boys, check out Keezy Kilo, check out Marlo J, your boy Karma, and my boy Dylan. His is Truly Too Exclusive. I forgot he changed his name recently. But
Alright.
yeah, so,
Okay.
you know, check out that, continue supporting the music. New music is most definitely coming soon, whether it's singles or albums. But yeah, y'all continue supporting.
All right, y'all. Prince 2K Santana.
You heard me.
Wolfpack.